Hey everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back with another pick our card reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now, this week's video focuses on what message do I need to hear right now in this moment. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a second. Make sure you guys pause the video and pick what group or groupings that you feel most pulled to, okay? Okay, so for my people who picked group number 1, we get the Alchemist, Death, Les Mortis, and the Eight of Wands. Now, what I'm really seeing within this is that you are a person that has been trying to manifest your will and bring in what it is that you want and see for your life. You've been using the resources around you and really your intention in your own power to call in what it is that you see for yourself. But we're kind of coming up against this blockage here. And this is because when we get the Death card twice, and this is just indicating that there is a lot of release that needs to happen here within what you are trying to create. This may be self-doubt, this might be self-loathing, this may be fear of being inadequate or not being good enough. This might be, your environment around you. But whatever the case is, there's some things that aren't serving you and serving what you're trying to do that you're holding on to that is taking up space. It may even be something that you've done in the past that you're kind of still holding on to tightly, that you haven't released. It might not even be this negative thought process, although for some it is. Okay, so when we're seeing this big energy of needing to release what's been holding you back and also claiming back your power within that. We really see within her face that she is determined and fierce within this. So we are coming at this at a fierce level to let this shit go and to be able to move forward with that accelerated momentum that we are looking to achieve here. But we can't do that until the release has happened, because you'll be shooting forward and trying to gain all of this momentum. And at first you're like, shooting forward, but then all of a sudden you're slowing down really, really fast in terms of obtaining your goal that you are trying to manifest here. So we have to release this because it's weighing you down. It's like trying to go for a swim with a backpack full of bricks. You're going to kind of keep sinking. Okay, you might be able to fight it out at first, but you're going to keep sinking because it's taking up weight, it's taking up room, and you kind of have to release that and expect that what you are manifesting is going to come to you. Because when you're trying to manifest, you're trying to bring this thing into your world, you can't manifest it if you're expecting it to not come in. Because every time it's going to come and try to knock on your door, you're going to be like, well, I don't know you, because you're not actually expecting it to show up. Okay, so expect it, speak it into existence, really push over that barrier that is keeping you from obtaining what it is that you're trying to obtain by really, really speaking it into existence and saying, no, it is coming in regardless of what you got to say or what you have to say. Okay, this is coming in. You have to be confident and sit really deep within that. But remember, you have to release what it is, what those bricks look like in that backpack that you're carrying around, what your own personal bricks are. You have to really release that and kind of dump that out before you can go forward, before you can cross the river to the other side, before you can shoot forward like a bow and arrow and really gain that momentum that you're trying to get and that success that you're trying to achieve. You have to release what is holding you back. And for some of you, you might really have to do some inner reflection and see exactly what it is that is holding you back and then release that, okay? And that is what I am seeing for my group number 1s. Now, for those of you who have picked group number 2, we get the Book of Shadows, the Secret card, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Wands, and La Serene. And within this, we're seeing somebody who doesn't really talk much. They keep a lot of things secret and buried within themselves. And this is, this can be anywhere from who you are as a person, but I really see this more as the things that you've been through every time you've been stabbed in your back, and the betrayal that really has encased your life, and the trauma, not just being stabbed in the back and betrayal, but also trauma that is encased within that. It's not something that you like to talk about. You don't really want attention, like pity party attention, or having people feel like you are a victim or portraying that role. So there's a lot of things that you're just kind of keeping tightly closed, almost like in the pages of a book that nobody else is allowed to read. And within this, I kind of see you standing up and taking your power back, and not really letting it engulf you, being able to stand up and say that this is done, this is not my story, this is not my life, I'm not going to stay here anymore, I'm not going to dwell on this, and I'm not going to keep letting this affect me. Okay, and standing up in whatever way that looks for you. This does not mean that you have to go on blabbing about your story, but this is claiming justice for yourself in a fierce warrior way. Maybe you're not putting yourself in the positions that you used to be put in, or you are avidly doing healing for, the traumas that have happened in your childhood. But nevertheless, you're starting to stand up for yourself. You're not letting people walk all over you like you used to. And if you are, this is a message to say, like, you do not need to be letting people walk all over you. And these people that have been a root to the trauma that you've been through, you don't have to keep them in your life. And if you do feel the need that you do, there is very strong boundaries that need to be set here. That you can't just walk all over me. You can't keep treating me like this. This is wrong. This is serving justice for yourself. I do see within the Six of Wands a lot of success within this. Maybe you have a team behind you that can help you with that confidence in speaking your truth and really standing up for yourself and claiming back that power. But regardless, I see you at the forefront of this. Okay, this might be therapy, this might be a good group of friends, or it might just be the victory within yourself of finally standing up and having a support system that understands, like, no, you're not wrong for the boundaries that you're setting. But within this, I also see, upon you claiming your power and not letting your past haunt you, and not letting your trauma haunt you, not letting the people who have caused you trauma bother you and wonder why you're not good enough, or wondering why you have, just wondering why things have happened the way that they have. I really see you claiming back your power to all of this, as well as connecting to yourself emotionally, connecting to yourself physically, and seeing yourself in a whole new light that you've never even seen yourself before. One that isn't encased in pain and trauma. Okay? And this all happens after you take back your power that you have given away. You take back your power that you didn't have when you weren't speaking up or speaking your truth. You are taking back your power when you're seeking justice for yourself. Okay? And this is where the victory comes in, because you're taking back your power. This is when you start to connect to yourself and see yourself for who you really are, instead of this twisted, painted picture that isn't, and that had nothing to do with you in the first place. And that is what I'm really seeing for my group number 2s. For my group number 3s, we get water, cleansing, which seems to be a really big theme these last couple months, cleansing. Simbi Dalalu, the 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. Now, when we look at this, we see a need of washing away and a need of cleansing our mental body as well as our auric field, okay? Really cleansing this and washing away a lot of the things that are getting in your way, okay? Because what I'm seeing within this is that you are kind of holding on to an old cycle in life or an old job or an old friendship. Regardless, you're kind of holding on to this thing that it's kind of time to let go of. And you've kind of been hearing this call and feeling the need to move on or to separate yourself. But you're kind of in this place where you're stuck and you can't really do that. And this is because a lot of the fond memories that encase this situation, whether it's a job or a friendship or what have you, there is, and that you almost feel like you're doing it a disservice because you are feeling the pull to move on and to try new things and to navigate through life, and it's kind of leaving something that you've always known behind. And there's this sadness that really connects to that, which is causing you to have a hard time to be able to break free and move forward. But this message is just really saying that you've completed this cycle. You've done all the work that you needed to do within this part of your life. It is time to start a new cycle. It is time to move on to a new path. We see all of these things behind him because they are in the past. We see him with this little stone with this pentacle on it because this is what he is carrying with him. This is the seed to start this new path that he is on. And you can keep the good memories and the fond memories that have connected you to this thing that you're having a hard time letting go of. But it is time for you to kind of start this new cycle, start this new job, explore out on your own, whatever the case is for you. I see this as a new exploration of your path and your life, because what you are currently doing, you've already served your purpose there. You've already done what it is that you were meant to do within this. And now it's kind of time to cleanse that away from you, kind of cleanse that out of your mental body and your auric field, and move on to what it is that your life and your life path is asking you to do. You have already been feeling this call. Okay, so there's obviously a lot of reflection and meditation that has to go with in this, because there is this sadness and memory that is connected to this. But this new phase is connected to your path, and there is lessons that need to be learned and things that need to be completed within this as well. Okay? And that is what I'm seeing for my group number 3s. Now for my group number 4s, we get grounding, the 6 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and Azane. And what I'm really seeing within this is that there is a decision that you have came to. There is not that you have came to, but there's a decision lying in front of you. And you're kind of sitting here wondering what way you're supposed to go, or what decision is right for you, or what path is right for you. And we kind of see a lot of courage and dedication connected to the choice that we make, but we are in this space of not knowing what choice to make or what is best for us. Okay, there is some grounding and centering yourself that needs to happen here, because when we get stressed out or aren't seeing things clearly or just don't know what to do or how to make our mind up, we can kind of get in this energy of feeling like we're floating, and then our feet are off the ground, and then our intuition is even more cloudy and we can't see the picture at all. And now we're more confused than we were when we were first presented with this decision that had to be made. So centering yourself and grounding yourself, really connecting to earth while you still can, before it starts to get too cold, especially if you live in Michigan like I do, where it's going to start getting cold soon. Really grounding yourself and connecting to that so you can really stay firm within this physical world and don't get too floaty. There's a lot of courage and dedication that is connected to this. You're going to have an immense level of courage and dedication and fierceness upon whatever decision it is that you make that is best for you. And there is a devotion to oneself that needs to happen here, and a pure devotion to oneself in doing things that are best for you and the love of yourself and what is best for you. So what I'm really seeing within this is this decision that has to be made is that you have to be devoted to the decision that you make and to yourself. And there is a big level of courage that is going to happen here. Maybe this is a leap of faith that you're taking here, that this decision is encompassing, okay? So what we're seeing is really doing some self-reflection and seeing how your pros and cons, what will be worth it if things work out? Okay, and how will you feel if you don't give it a try? This leap of faith that you're being asked to take, or this decision that you're being asked to take, you're kind of being, it's almost like the energy of an ultimatum, like you can only do one but not the other. So really grounding yourself, centering yourself, doing some self-reflection, and then you're going to have to be able to come up with a place where you are encompassing from courage and devotion to yourself and the path that you choose. Okay? So that is what I'm releasing for my group number 4s. Now, I hope this video has helped you and you have received the clarity that you need with the issues that you have personally been having. If you feel that you need a reading specifically for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to work with you.